going to speak the show.
No, I'm speaking this one. You spoke on?
No, see, it's an animal show. People came to see animals, not some guy that looks like a creature standing up here.
Well, you're going to catch rabies from that animal.
No way. Opossums are least likely to carry rabies compared to any other animal.
Okay, well, this is a show. What's the possum going to do? Is she going to hang upside down by her tail?
Okay, opossums do have prehensile tails, but if they tried to hang upside down, their tails would break.
So then what good is a possum?
They're great. They get rid of all the stuff that I don't like overripe fruit, beetles, rats, mice, cockroaches, and of course, dead things.
Alright, well, I'll give the possum a little bit of credit. She's pretty cool, but, I mean, you guys got to get out of here. I got animals coming in. I'm speaking this show.
But I really want to speak it. Like, I'm ready with the animal and everything.
How about I let you speak the rest of the shows from here on out, and I just get this last one?
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
Sound pretty good?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, well, I get thirsty when I'm speaking, so you should have that water. Now drink plenty of water so you don't dehydrate.
Alright, well, like I was saying, guys, welcome to the Little Rock Zoo and the Wild Wonders Animal Program. Now, before we begin, I have just a couple of quick things for everyone. I'm going to ask everyone to please take a seat and remain seated during the entire program. We have a lot of birds flying all throughout the amphitheater, so it's very important that we all stay seated, otherwise we might get hit in the face with a bird. Now, the second thing is, I want everyone to take a quick look at their fingers. Now, we all have very meaty fingers, and a lot of our animals today are carnivores or meat eaters. I don't want them to mistake our fingers for their dinner, so please don't reach out and touch the animals as they go by. Alright, now that you guys know the rules, you guys ready for a great show?
Woo!
Alright, I am feeling the energy. Well, I'm going to take a sip of this water since it is pretty warm out here, and then we'll get started. That tastes funny. I wonder what she put in there.
Cool. I knew my plan would work. Now I get to speak the show. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get started with the show, but man, I better make sure he's out good. We better make sure he doesn't move or nothing. You guys think he's out good?
No.
Think I'm okay? Alright. Alright. Well, like I said, we're going to go ahead and get started with the rest of the show, except, you know, this is a big body laying out here, and if this lays out here for too long, it's really going to start to stink up the place. So I'm going to call in a member of the cleanup crew and see if it can't get this big old body out of here. So if you could please welcome Latte, our black vulture. As we all know, vultures are extremely good about cleaning up all that stuff that we don't like that's usually just laying around. So oh no. Uh-oh. You guys didn't see anything. Oh no.
Why is Latte on me just now?
I think you're hallucinating. She wasn't on you.
No, I am not hallucinating. You're trying to get rid of me so you can speak this show.
No, I promise.
Oh, man, you see how it is out there. Alright, well, no worries, folks. Latte here is a trained professional. Vultures won't actually land on you if you're laying down out in the wild. Vultures will circle their food for hours before they finally come down to feast on it. Now, Latte here would say hello, ask everyone how they're doing this morning, except she doesn't have a voice box. Vultures have no voice box and therefore have no particular call. Now, in 1972, the black vulture was placed on the threatened species list due to a lack of tree cavities suitable for them to nest in. Now, since then, these guys have made quite an astonishing rebound, and many people consider them to be a pest animal. Well, we know better. These guys do a lot for us. They clean up all those dead, rotting carcasses, and in doing so, they get rid of a lot of diseases. A black vulture can eat an animal that has died from any disease known to man and will not be affected at all. So how about a hand for Latte, the black vulture? She is amazing. Alright, guys, we're going to bring out another bird, and I'm going to give you a little pop quiz first. Alright, our next bird is nocturnal. What kind of birds? There he is. What is that? That is an American barn owl. Please meet Barnabas, our American barn owl. Now, barn owls, like Barnabas here, they have a terrible sense of smell. These guys really can't smell anything that isn't very potent. Now, they make up for having such a terrible sense of smell by having an amazing sense of hearing. The barn owl can actually hear the patter of mouse feet from over 90 feet away. Now, the things that these guys hunt, the rats and the mice, they also have really good hearing because they have big old ears. So how do barn owls sneak up on their prey? Well, they sneak up on them through silent flight. The leading edges of a barn owl's outermost wing feathers have fringes that look kind of like a comb's teeth. And those fringes will actually muffle the sound of the wind as the bird passes through, providing them with silent flight. Now you can find the barn owl on almost every continent. The only place you can't find these guys is Antarctica. Now unfortunately, here in our country's Midwest, they're actually kind of going endangered out there. Now some of that's due to the lack of habitat, but it's mostly due to people poisoning rodents. People poison the field mice and stuff like that. They get into their house. Now a safe alternative to poisoning is to build a nest box like that one Barnabas jumped out of and surprised us all. Now these are a great, easy home for a wandering juvenile barn owl. Now what will happen is that juvenile barn owl will solicit a mate at that nest box site, and then they'll have families there for years to come. They'll keep using the same nest box year in and year out. Now a family of barn owls typically consists of about 4 to 7 birds, and 4 to 7 barn owls will consume 20,000 rodents in a single year. So how about a hand for Barnabas, the American barn owl?
Hey, can you help me with this? Please, it's heavy. Will you help me?
Wait, you're interrupting my show again. That's what
No, you kept going on and on about owls, and people said they want to see something different.
Nobody said that. Nobody wants to see what's in there.
Yeah, they do. See, she's really excited. They want to see what's in here.
All right, we'll go for it.
All right, you guys are going to like this. It is so cool. Uh-oh. Oh, no, please help. Oh, no, it's got me. Please help me. Please.
Are you okay? What are you doing?
That was a close one.
What? What is that?
This is my big speckled king snake, Speckles.
That's not a big snake. That's not a very big snake at all.
Yeah, it is. I think he's a good-sized snake.
No. I have a big snake for you guys to see.
There's no way your snake is going to be much bigger than Speckles here. Speckles is a really good-sized snake. No way it'll be bigger.
Alright, I want you guys to meet Matilda, the Burmese python. I think she's just a little bit bigger, don't you think?
Well, you know, size isn't everything. I'm sure my snake is still a lot better than yours.
Okay, well, prove it, Amanda.
My snake blends in with its habitat in the southern United States.
Ooh, yeah, Matilda blends in with her habitat too, go on.
What's that, a nice Hawaiian shirt?
Alright, well, Matilda here is what's referred to as albino. That's why she has this nice yellow color. Now, typically, these guys have a brown and tan color, and they do blend in very well in the marshes of Southeast Asia.
Well, my snake grabs a hold of its prey with its back curved teeth, and then it starts coiling its body until it suffocates its prey.
Okay, Amanda, that's what Burmese pythons do too. They're called constrictors. Come on. Try again.
Well, does your snake eat other venomous snakes?
No. What kind of a snake eats venomous snakes? That
The
sounds crazy.
speckled king snake, of course.
Okay, that's pretty impressive, but Matilda here, she can grow large enough to swallow a human.
A human?
That's right.
Then why do people get snakes as pets?
Well, many people get these guys as pets when they're still very small, and they don't realize how large these guys can grow to be. Have you heard about the Burmese pythons? I'm only taking over my pants, but also taking over down in the Everglades of Florida.
Okay, I don't really care too much about your pants, but you told me and all these people that that snake was found in Asia, and now you're trying to say you can find it in Florida? Get your facts straight.
All right, well, pay attention, Amanda. Now, these guys are naturally from Asia, but a lot of people here in the United States have gotten them as pets, and then, well, the snake got too big, and they couldn't take care of it anymore, so they just let it go, and they're taking over down in the Everglades.
So, in other words, if somebody wants a snake like Matilda as a pet, then they should do a lot of research.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because snakes like Matilda here can grow up to 25 feet long.
25 feet?
And they'll weigh 200 pounds.
Yikes, I want to do bird stuff. Get that big snake away from me. That's scary.
All right, Amanda, I'm going to cut you a deal since this show's pretty much ruined. How about I let you finish speaking this one, and then, I'll take another one by myself.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
All right, I think that's pretty fair.
You guys want to know what's really funny about that? Today is Trey's last day here with us at the Little Rock Zoo, so he will no longer be speaking any more shows, but I do want to publicly honor him. He's been a great co-worker and a wonderful speaker to be with, so how about a hand for Trey? Alright, now that all that emotional stuff is out of the way, now I'm going to introduce to you guys a very cool and interesting bird. So please welcome Tucson, our Harris hawk. Now Harris hawks are typical raptors or birds of prey. And there's actually 3 distinctive characteristics that make up a raptor or bird of prey. The first one is, these birds have very forward-facing working eyes. They can see about 6 to 8 times better than we can. So if you took a newspaper and you were to hold it an entire football field length away, you could read the print if you had eyes like a hawk. Now the second thing is, these birds have very nice curved upper beaks, which is just like we use a knife and a fork to cut our food into bite-sized pieces. But of course, they could not catch and kill their prey without the very sharp talons, one on the end of each and every toe. Now Harris hawks like Tucson, you won't typically see here in Arkansas, and that's because they are found in the southwestern corner of the United States. Now Harris hawks and all birds of prey are federally protected. It is actually illegal to possess a feather from a bird of prey. If you are caught, you can spend time in jail and pay up to $10,000 in fines. So a lot of you have seen a lot of birds today use their wings to help them fly through the sky. But there's also some birds that use their wings for something just a little bit different. So waddling all the way in from South Africa, I would like to introduce to you Laura and Skipper, our 2 African black-footed penguins. Now, like I said, penguins cannot use their wings to help them fly through the sky, but these little birds can use their wings to help them fly through the water. Penguins can fly through the water at speeds of up to 15 miles per hour. And they can also dive at depths of up to 430 feet deep, going after fish. Now all penguins do have the very distinctive black and white markings on them that is used as camouflage. The black on their backs is for predators looking down in the water at them, and the white on their stomachs is for the predators looking up at them. Now in the 19th century, there was actually several million penguins, and in 1930, there was still over 1 million penguins. But unfortunately, today, that number has declined by 97% due to oil spills and overfishing. So in May of 2010, the African black-footed penguin was placed on the endangered species list. And here to tell you one way you can possibly help bring back species like the African black-footed penguin is Pesos, our Catalina macaw.
Ah, there she is. All right, guys. How about one more big round of applause for Amanda and the penguins? They like macaw tails. You see that? All right, guys. Now, just by walking through the gates of the zoo today, everyone in here has already done a lot to help us with our worldwide conservation efforts with threatened and endangered animal species like my friends, the African black-footed penguins. Now, if you guys would like to help us further our progress in conservation, Pesos, the Catalina macaw, will be up here at the stage collecting donations. Now, also, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to come up and chat with us, hang out at the stage. We'll be up here. Have a great day at the Little Rock Zoo, and have a safe drive home. Goodbye, everyone.
Sounds like I'm not going. No, I'm sorry. I'd rather be the star. Here, Cookie. Okay. Oh, I'm going to stand on my foot. Oh, how cute. How sweet is that?
So I have to ask, did you get video of Matilda's Teletro shorts?
I think so, but I wasn't looking.
I'm pretty sure I got it.
Oh,
So did.
Bear shaker. Put the money in the